So this is a motivational video for people to never give up hope. I was homeless in basically a tent ground for 12 days, homeless on the streets for 14 days, slept outside the library, or just slept, didn't sleep at all the first day. Well, I slept in, trying to go to a mental hospital because I was suicidal, to be honest, for 2 days. But there's another day 14 days I was homeless, and 12 of those days, I think, at least, maybe more, was spent in a tent in Elmwood Park in Norristown. The fucking Bermuda Triangle. I kept going to the holding cells, to freaking mental hospital, to freaking the homeless shelter, and the tent and the surrounding areas, everything in the triangle, because I couldn't fucking escape. I couldn't escape. I got here. Long story, but basically, this is to give people hope, to never give up hope. Hope is powerful. And I never been homeless. I was raised by a freaking millionaire, to be honest. I was actually homeless from October 24th to the end after Christmas of this year. It was crazy, and this is the story. So this isn't my tent. This is where I set up campground. Actually, this is the area. I think this is actually the exact spot down here, but this isn't my tent. I actually lived in a teepee tent. Again, it was about 2 weeks I lived in a teepee tent, first time being homeless. And now this is all trashed here, and it looks like my teepee tent is stolen. Actually, no, that's the teepee tent. It's just trashed. It's not stolen, but it's ripped. Looks like oh my god, this place is horrible. This is my teepee tent. This is where I lived for 2 weeks. And here it is. It held up good. It held up good, except for Halloween night. Halloween night, I would tell you that story. That was the worst night I've experienced. The evil spirits came out that night. Evil spirits. This is meant to be a motivational video to never give up hope, because I know, dude, I was hopeless, man. Like I said, I was trying to get into, I eventually got suicide. Like, it was depressing sleeping in a tent at night. And Halloween was the worst of it because tornado warnings were around. Tornado warnings. My tent flooded. I felt like Dorothy in the fucking Wizard of Oz, man. I just got squeaky like her, man. Like high pitch and all that shit. It was horrible. Before that, it was warm. I was golden. It was kind of cold. I woke up in the cold a lot. Like, it was bad. This tent, though, saved my life. And even Bob, the guy who showed me this campsite, Bob Oran, you're my man. His name is not actually Bob. I'm just protecting his identity, but he's the first Bob. There's a second Bob that's going to be coming later who also is the man. Seriously, like, I'm making a lot of sound effects. I'm trying to make this entertaining, but this, it was crazy. It was great. I never was home. I was raised by, like I said earlier, I think I was raised by a millionaire. And the only reason why I got homeless because my meth addicts and my roommate Eli, at least at the squatter in Philadelphia, that had more rights than me, the tenant. It got crazy there. It got crazy. Basically, all my shit was getting stolen and vandalized. I have even a video about it. Lisa might be a psychopath. She freaking trashed my TV, $2,000 TV. But first she said it was trash. Before she said it was Eli. Eli said it was Lisa. Dude, it was both of them stealing from me. He binged on the meth and she binged on the meth. She didn't work. All she was doing was smoking meth and being depressed, listening to music in her room. That's all she did. I was trying to help her with food stamps. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do anything. She didn't even want me to go for her. She was using my food stamps, though. I lost my job because I had a bone infection. And this is what it is. I had a bone infection. I'm homeless all of a sudden, first time. 2018 was the worst year of my life, to be honest, because I lost my girlfriend, lost both my jobs. I lost a lot of friends. Family wasn't there for me. I had one friend, her name is Alice, who was there for me in 2018. This year, the homeless was there for me. Not the homeless shelter, I'll get to that, because from October 24th until after Christmas, I was basically living in a homeless shelter and a tent. I got kicked out of there. That's another story for another day. But this year, this kindness of strangers and my best friend Alice, getting protecting her identity, saved my life. Because I was the richest man in the universe with nothing. No money in my pocket, just food stamps wasn't my only income. And I was taken over because I quit my job. And Alice's family, the Wonderlands in Norristown, they screwed me over too. Liars and manipulators, especially the sister and the mother. They threw out my cat even. They didn't want to take care of my cat. We're both gingers. Well, no, they threw me out because I was suicidal. It's just a crazy story. You know what? I'm not mad at them. What I'm really mad is about Eli, who was my best friend. One of my best friends. Never really fully trusted him because he was always lying behind my back too. I found out by my other friends who left me when I was just sum it up, because of friends and family. And even my family wasn't there for me in 2018. And even this year, not really. There's kindness of strangers and friends. Friends, new friends, mostly. And an old friend for almost 5 years now. Actually been over 5 years. Now to the day, actually, it was yesterday 5 years when I met her. Alice. I'm the Mad Hatter. My name is Poop. Mr. Giggles. Or Jordan. That's actually my real name. I actually gave my social security number on Adam and Eve Misperceived the Weed, if you want to find that out. But just don't give up hope. Because you're going to find your Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you're going to find your Bobs and your Bobber Anns if you don't give up hope. Because it's powerful. And I lost it a few times. And this is a motivational video. Like, no matter how down and out you are, there's hope. And I'll tell you why there's hope, because my life is changing. The new year, 2020, is going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year because of Bob the Second. But let's talk about not giving up hope now. Now, my mom is a saint. She's a saint. She created 3 miracles, my brother, my sister, and me. But I'm sorry that my face is getting cut off in the beginning, but I'm not going to redo the videos. And she gave me a lot of money towards my friend who I actually chipped her tooth by accident. Alice, I chipped her tooth. I'm sorry, she's still in pain. It's fucked up. But it was an accident because we were goofing off. Lesson, kids. Someone's gonna get hurt if you're roughhouse. Like, yeah, we were just playing pranks with each other. Threw water in her face and this bowl slipped, and boom. And speaking of bowls, let's do a really bad transition to Dionysus. This guy was a philosopher back in Greek times, and this is about hope right now. The kindness of strangers and friends. This guy was the richest man there and he had nothing. All he had was a bowl. And he saw a kid drinking with that bowl, and he said, fuck the bowl. I don't need the bowl. Because he used it for food and water. And he didn't need it anymore because he realized he didn't need possessions. He lived in a wine casket. This guy was a philosopher in Greek times. These guys were huge back then. They were in politics. And he lived probably with rich friends. His family was probably rich. But even Alexander the Great said to him, Alexander the Great, that if I could be anyone but Alexander, I'll be Dionysus. And Dionysus said to him, if I can be anyone but Dionysus, I would still be Dionysus. And this guy who called it bullshit in society, like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be the modern day Dionysus, and the modern day Jesus, and the modern day fucking Zeus. I don't give, or actually Hercules. I'm not strong though. Don't hit me. But seriously, like the Matrix is true. There is no spoon. You don't need a spoon. You don't. Because if you have a great friend like my friend Alice, or my Bob the First and my Bob the Second, protecting his identity because he offered me a job and a place to live, I met him in a mental hospital. Bob the Second. Because I was manic. I kicked my friend's door in to save my cat. He was Princess Fiona, and I was Donkey, the jackass. But I didn't have my fucking Shrek and no waffles, so I didn't save Princess Fiona. It's a fucked up story without the waffles and Shrek, to be honest. My cat, El Gato is his name. Great cat. Great cat. I'll show you a picture of him. I guess right about now, I would show a picture of him, or I don't know. Maybe after the next cut. He's adorable. Adorable cat. Ginger like me. But you know what? And this is for like, all you need is true friends, and you can't, it's rare in this world. It's rare, but I met my Bob the Second. He gave me a job. I just met the guy. I'm just like, he's one of my best friends right now. He's probably he's definitely my second best friend. Definitely. I just met him because he's such a good guy to me. He teaches me a lot, and I have 2 other friends since high school that I'm close to, but you know what? Bob the Second, you're a godsend, man. You're a fucking godsend. You're a fucking Zeus motherfucker, and you don't even fucking know it. And Alice, you're the fucking woman god. I don't even fucking know them. You might be the Hindu god of Krishnikov, or that's not his name. I think that's a fucking philosopher too, or fucking German food. I don't fucking know. But seriously, without Alice and without Bob the Second, and even Bob the First, who showed me kindness, but Bob the Second showed me more kindness and is a great friend. I just met him. Like, I went to the hospital December 11th in a mental hospital. Met him sometime after that. And this guy gave me a home, and I'm not homeless anymore. And he gave me a job. And it might be temporarily, so I'm still considering myself maybe homeless because I do have bipolar type 1 disorder. # mental illness. It sucks. But like, you know what? Things are looking up. 2017 was a great year. 2018 was the worst year ever. January, February, March, I was manic as fuck, insane psychosis. April, November, I wanted to die. depression, the worst depression of my life. The sky was ugly, just like today. But it was blue. Even when the sky was blue, it was ugly. The grass was green. It was still ugly. Food was disgusting. Everything I wanted to do was horrible. Like, I didn't have any... I just wanted death. I just researched about death. I know the statistics about death, that the shotgun in the face, what Nirvana did, it's like 98% chance, but you can still fuck it up. Like, a gun is like a 96% chance, because if you do... and you bitch out and you miss, you can just become a vegetable. You can just be brain damaged and have a fucked up face for the rest of your life. I made my first attempt this year on Seroquel, on suicide, because I lost hope. I almost slit my throat in the beginning of September. God damn, Green Day, wake me up when September ends. Because that was pretty bad. But last year in 2018 was the worst year of my life. In 2019, I learned a lot. In 2020, because of Alice and because of Bob II, getting protecting their names, Eli and Lisa, their real names though. Eli Sanchez, Lisa Sabo, watch out, might be psychopaths. And there's a video on YouTube, Lisa might be a psychopath. Check it out. It's on this channel. My point is this. Dionysus was a brilliant man because he realized the bullshit in society. Wars was bullshit. Just like in the society is bullshit. You can just study and learn, become a philosopher, become a comedian maybe, because he sounded funny. He was a funny guy, he sounded like. And you know what? And rely and become honest, like I want to be. Last time lie I told was a lie. It was a white lie. It was stupid. I lied and said because of my bone infection, I was in pain. I threw up on a porch. And I lied to my friend Alice and her mother. But really, it was because I was in pain, emotionally. And like 3 days later, I told them the truth. And that's the only time I lied to the mother. That's the only time I lied to Alice. And the mother don't believe me. That's the only time. But you know what? I don't blame her. But I'm grateful for my friend Alice, who believes me for like 100%. Even because I confess it even. And that's what you got to be in this world. That's a rare commodity. Honesty. That's what I'm trying to do. It's my whole freaking campaign right here. Honesty. And you can either vote for me or throw a stone at me. I don't give a shit because I've sinned in my past too. I don't know. I did. But my point is this. Dionysus, the philosopher, the Greek philosopher, was a great man. And Neo in the Matrix was a smart man too, because you don't need a spoon. You don't need a bowl for food if you have a friend and the kindness of others. And actually, the church is in our sound lot. I ate like a king. I ate cake in the morning. I ate cake in the afternoon. I ate cake at night. I lost weight because I was walking 7 miles a day, homeless, and with a bone infection and a medical boot. And it was hard. It was difficult. I lost a lot of weight. But you know what? I ate great. And I got clothes. This is not mine. I got it from a fucking church. Even though I think the Catholic Church is the Antichrist, but that's another video for another day. But you know what? I probably say that a lot. I gotta break my habits. And then 2020 is going to be a start of that. But just don't give up hope, because fear and hopelessness can kill you. And I almost killed myself because of it. I put a knife to my hand and almost put it in my throat because of liars who fucked me up in the head, manipulators. The Wonderlands, I'll call them. And the blokey, and the glokies. And there was a blokey who lied a lot and started the downfall. And there was a glokies that I believes, a few of them. And I believe fully, but like, it fucked with my head, where I almost slit my throat. It was trying to put me a wedge between me and Alice. You can't ever take my Alice, the Wonderlands and the blokies and glokies. You can't do it. These are metaphors right now because they're protecting their identities. But you know what? Norristown, there's more brotherly love here than Philadelphia. I'll show you that. And that's where I'm born and raised. Philadelphia, and there's no brotherly love there that I've realized lately. I mean, I have 2 friends from high school that show me love, but that's it. Everyone else is even in Eagle stadiums. They fuck up their fucking the visitors. It's horrible. Brotherly love, my ass. You don't beat up a Cowboy fan. If you go to fucking Cowboy stadium, they don't do that because they're not fucking animals like Philadelphia. And Penn State, well, that's not from Philadelphia, but you know what? There's Philadelphians that go there, and that's why I hate names like the Catholic. That's another. Poop on the Pope and Adam and Eve misperceived the weed. I talked shit on the Penn State where I was graduated from, and it just shows that even with a degree, you can become homeless. And even though I don't do drugs, I did like marijuana maybe 7 times this year, and that's it. You know what? I like it, but I do go in psychosis sometimes. Probably rambling at this point. Let's talk more about hope. My friend Alice has multiple sclerosis. Now, for people who have diseases that are not mental illness and they're physical, let's talk about now. I know for sure, even though things might seem hopeless with tents and homelessness, I was hopeless. I was still there for my Alice. And my Alice, my best friend, this is for people with multiple sclerosis and people for, and I'm talking about, this is a transition, physical illnesses. Don't give up hope either, because it's 2020 now. Modern science is beautiful, and technology is great. And so is America, even though it's kind of shitty in ways. America's great too. We're lucky to be here, but you know what? Let's talk about that now. How my Alice, who has multiple sclerosis, and people who have that should have hope. Sorry for the rambling. Clean up. That was my cat you just saw. That was the day I got him. Dawn of a new day. It's a cat pun. I love puns. I'm Rapunzel and Shakespeare, because he used puns in his freaking video. I mean his plays. And the throwing up on the porch just clean up too is because I drank alcohol and I don't know how to handle vodka. I haven't really drank since like August. But I abused alcohol. That's not good. And again, I was depressed. That's why I did it, and that's why I lied, because I was embarrassed and ashamed of the depression, which is, you shouldn't be in this world, to be honest. Okay, so this is why people with multiple sclerosis and physical illness should not give up. Because a doctor named Terry Walls wrote the Terry Walls Protocols, and a licensed therapist wrote MS in Your Feelings, and because of those two books, it helped my Alice a lot. Big Pharma is bullshit, by the way. The top 10 companies made $62 billion in profits last year. Profits, not revenue. Oh, I'm stretching arms now. I need a tripod, but you know, homeless shelter threw it away and all my stuff. I got a lot of stories. But guess what? Terry Walls knew that even though Big Pharma wasn't helping her, or made her paralyzed actually, and she was a doctor. I don't know what she was a doctor of, but she wrote the Terry Walls Protocol because she didn't give up hope. Don't give up hope, and educate yourself. If a doctor says, you're not going to make it, you're going to die, you're going to become paralyzed, say respectfully, fuck you, I want a different fucking opinion. I want to see a doctor that doesn't give up hope. Like Terry Walls, who didn't. And because she didn't do that, she basically used her own version of the paleo diet, kinesiology, and meditation when she could, but first the paleo diet, her own version of it, and you can read the book. She went from being not paralyzed to walking like me and bicycling over 10 miles a day. And you know what? I tested this. Me and my Alice tested this on herself. And it helped her kind of think in the paleo diet. It was 9 cups of fruits and vegetables a day, basically nuts and protein and cutting out dairy and sugar and all that stuff. And she did like 60% of it, to be honest. That's it. And it helped her with her cognitive thinking. It helped her with her depression. It helped her with her anxiety. It helped her with her physical ailments too, like the optic neuritis, which blurry of the eyes and eye pain. It helped with her muscle spasms and her lethargicness. And oh my God, it's a horrible disease. I pray to God for everyone who has that. And bipolar type 1 disorder too, and every illness. And I know because of the MS in Your Feelings, 69% of all illnesses written by a licensed therapist is related to stress. And stress, the Wonderlands, the family of Alice, freaking stress her the fuck out. And also the blokey and the glokies. And you know what? Like, be there for people. Don't stress them out. And that's the point of that too. Like, kindness of strangers and friends, like Dionysus said, and just Jesus and Buddhism and all that stuff. Like, just be there for people. You know what? And call them on, and tell the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help you God. No fucking politician can say that truthfully. And you know what? It helped her. The Terry Walls Protocol and the paleo diet, and she wasn't even on meds yet. She's gonna go on meds, and I hope to God it helps. And you know what? Going to UPenn, to be honest, and that's a great hospital, top 10 in the country. She's seen the best. One on her team is the best multiple sclerosis doctor in the country, but she's seeing a young guy right now who's her actual doctor, but he's working on a team. But the paleo diet, 9 cups of fruits and vegetables, nuts and protein, just focus on that. We even did Carhartt this year. Carhartt has coenzyme Q. Coenzyme Q helps the body. Made her throw up because I think it fucked up in the head that she's eating a heart. It looked just like a heart, but it tastes like a steak taco because I made it in tacos. I'm just saying, again, say fuck you to doctors if they don't give you hope. There's alternative, homeopathic, I believe. Even my bipolar disorder, I believe with meditation, kinesiology, exercise science, and the Mediterranean diet I think is better, according to nutritionists, more studies, is the best one right now. Not the paleo. That's like, it's evolution. That was what we ate in the past, and we evolutionized to the Mediterranean diet, it seems like. Which is like dairy, including that and stuff like that. And not much carbs, a lot of protein. No, actually very small protein, a lot of fruits and vegetables. And Holly with her smoothies, 3 vegetables a day, 2 cups of fruits and 3 cups of vegetables. They helped her multiple sclerosis. And we meditated together and we exercised together, just walking a lot and stretching and massaging. And don't give up hope, Alice. Don't. Because it's 2020, it's a great year. Modern science, technology, and you don't even have to listen to doctors because they're insurance companies and big pharma fuck it up, and it's all profits. But there's doctors and there's who do homeopathic stuff, and there's therapists that can even help too, because stress causes these illnesses. Like, I think I've developed my bipolar disorder. Plus, I was existing in it because it runs in my family, mental illness and bipolar. But I think stress really brought it up, and stress actually changes your genetics. It's science. It changes your genetics. All these traumatic things that happen in our lives, it changes our genetics when we pass it on to our kids. But the stress and not knowing how to handle it, bottling up your emotions, can make you physically and mentally sick. I was told by another therapist I actually saw. So, just have hope. Just have hope. Find your Obi-Wan. Find your Princess Leia. Find your Luke. Find your Bob and your Bob Saget and your Alice. Because if you keep looking, and you believe, and you have faith, and you don't give up, please, anyone who's listening to this, don't give up. Don't be like me, who almost did that. Had to be talked down by Alice, which gave her PTSD because she had flashes. I actually went through with it. I didn't know, but I did this so much. My throat was in pain. Never did that, but I did this so hard. My throat was in pain. And I also Seroquel. End of September. 2 days later, when I woke up, basically, I was grateful. I was grateful, but I lost hope. Don't lose hope. Just try. Try to have faith and believe. In 2020, and whatever year you're watching this, it could be a great year, or it could be a horrible year. But unfortunately, pain can bring beauty. It can bring beauty. And it's horrible when you're experiencing that pain. But I think it made me a beautiful person in 2018, 2019. Those are the worst years of my life. I still miss my ex-girlfriend. Still miss my friends. And, I had a good opportunity with a job being an operation manager. And this year, I had because of a bone infection. I was homeless. But you know what? Like Dionysus says, the kindness of strangers are friends. You're rich. Well, that's what he thought. And call the bullshit on society. Don't pull people's bullshit. They're toxic. Because it will stress you the fuck out, the toxic places where you're living. People, places, and things. Take 12 steps. Take 13 steps. Take 14 steps. And believe and have faith that the universe or God or whatever you want to call it, the law of attraction, friends, family, my mom is there for me a lot. I mean, financially a little bit because I never borrow money from her, but I borrow money for her for Alice. Because I chipped her tooth, like I said. But you know what? I don't have the money I have right now is from working with the guy who gave me a job. Before that, I was penniless. I had no pennies. Bank account, no. Credit card, boom, no. In debt, over 20 grand in debt. So I gave my social security number out on me specifically because I can't even open up a bank account. I can't even open up a bank account or a fucking credit card. So if you can do it, good luck to you. But honestly and sincerely, good luck to everyone who's struggling right now. It's a new year, it's 2020. Today's January 3rd, 2020. I hope I inspire someone and help someone who's suicidal or who's stressed out or just need hope right now. Just a little bit can get you through this year and the rest of your life. And the kindness of strangers and friends and family. I tip my hat to you. I'm a Mad Hatter. I'm Mr. Giggles. I'm Poop. I'm Jordan. I bid you adieu. Encore presentation. Just to end, I want to give a shout out to Kevin, who is a great guy, and you are a good friend, man, and hopefully a good business partner. Emily, shout out to you too. These are real names, by the way. Really glad we met. Sincerely, no bullshit. You're an awesome person too. Very intelligent, funny, and adorable. And I just want to say, attitude. I'll just leave it with this. Attitude is more important than circumstances, failure, success, money, friends, family, attitude, and hope. This is what, I guess, hope more so will get you through life. That's my encore presentation. Bye!